Hello, everybody out there. So for today's video, I actually had someone reach out to me recently, Jeepers Creepers, asking me about weight loss. They had let me know that over the 4th of July weekend, they had went to a family event, family function, and they had felt kind of negative about themselves. They were kind of overweight. They put on some more weight during COVID time, and I guess we're still kind of in COVID time. Put on some more weight. Didn't feel entirely comfortable. They really haven't tried to lose weight before because most of the time throughout their adult life, they felt pretty comfortable with where they were at. But I guess this most recent family event, they got in the water one way or another, took their shirt off, and the person did not feel very comfortable and just didn't like where they were at. And so they kind of asked me my general thoughts on losing some fat, losing some weight, whatever way you want to put it, and kind of just like what recommendations I would give them. So I said, hey, I'll make a video and we'll put it up. I know that I haven't done a video for a little bit, was out of town for a while. Also, as you can see, my hair is a different color. It's kind of like a red, silver, and blue. It's supposed to be red, white, and blue for 4th of July, but neither here nor there. We're here now. So the video that I, for the title, I think I'm going to call it how to lose 10 pounds in 30 days. I do want to start off with a quick disclaimer that I know a lot of people will tell you that losing this much amount of weight in 30 days is kind of bad for you or unhealthy or unrealistic or whatever else. But I'm going to tell you right now that if you're going about it, especially if, like this person, if you haven't really been in the gym ever before, really haven't tried to lose weight that much before, and you kind of just have been kind of like slowly increasing over the years, then 10 pounds in 30 days is really not going to be all that unhealthy. It's not really all that unrealistic. And I'm going to tell you right now that initially anywhere from 2 to 3 pounds of that weight, which you're going to lose, is probably going to be being water from reducing some of the shittier foods in your diet. So realistically, it might be more like 6, 7, 8 pounds of fat that you lose in a month. But it's not all going to be 10 pounds is going to be fat, because I'm going to tell you that you are going to lose some water from decreasing like your shittier foods, because shittier foods tend to hold on to more water. So it's kind of this weird balance you got to play. So just want to get that little excerpt out of the way and kind of jump into some of the tips and recommendations that I told my friend recently that I would recommend. If you really haven't been in the gym before, your primary goal for them wasn't to increase their cardiovascular health. It wasn't to build lean muscle mass. It wasn't to get stronger. They just wanted to lose weight in a quicker time frame, so the next time they go see their family, they can be a little bit less self-conscious and kind of just set them up on a healthy way to lose some weight in a quicker time frame. And I feel like giving someone a 30-day time frame sounds pretty realistic and kind of something achievable. When you start saying okay, in a year I want to lose 100 pounds, that starts being a very big, large number that can seem like it's forever and a day away, where 10 pounds, 30 days, kind of a good starting point and kind of like a good jumping off point, if you will, for losing weight. So my first recommendation for anybody out there who's trying to lose 10 pounds in 30 days and doesn't, especially this kind of goes across, if you don't have a gym membership as well, if you can't afford it or you don't have one in your town or you just don't want to, this is kind of circumventing that problem as well. So tip number 1 is going to be walking 20 to 30 minutes per day, 7 days a week. Obviously, the idea of losing weight is pretty straightforward. You got to burn more calories than you're putting into your body. So you got to walk more, run more, lift more weights, whatever it is, kayak, canoe, raft, swim, whatever it is. You got to do more of that shit than you put food in your mouth. So I start off with saying 20 to 30 minutes per day. Now, it's not going to be a slow walk. Please, for the love of God, don't be a person who's dragging your feet down the street. But a quick, fast-paced walk or a light jog, 20 to 30 minutes a day for 7 days a week is definitely going to help you increase your calorie burn over what you're putting in your body. So it's kind of a good, easy way to start out. Now, as far as some other things I'd recommend is cutting out your sugary drinks. It's going to be juices, sodas, other random stuff like that. Cutting out alcohol is another good one right there, where reducing or eliminating, hopefully within the drink portion of things, all of your alcohol, all of your sodas, all of your sugary drinks. So that's going to be a good way right there to cut a lot of shitty calories out of your diet. And for me personally, I'm going to tell you that you can get away with having sugar-free flavored waters or sugar-free sodas. Those are going to be kind of a good, better, healthier alternative to regular soda. As far as beer and alcohol, I would just cut it out completely. Reason being is, number 1, obviously there's a lot of dead calories or calories that aren't going to do anything for you in beer and alcohol. But also, if you do go out on a Friday or Saturday night and get drunk or get fucked up or whatever you want to say it, it does put you in a position where sometimes when you're drinking a lot, you end up eating a lot more than what you normally would. So again, you're kind of reducing your risk of eating or bringing in excess calories in 2 different ways. From there, I would say the most obvious one, I probably should have said it first, is cutting. I'm gonna say also, these are no specific or particular order. It's kind of just random shit. But from there is the most straightforward one is cutting out your junk. So basically chips, chips, ice cream, cookies, stuff like that. Basically all of your junk and simple carbs you need to cut out. Now this might be a little bit harder because I'm also gonna like stand up and say you probably should cut out most of your white pastas, should cut out like your breads, like really simple sugars in addition to like all the junk. And like I know a lot of people were like, oh well, like pasta is not bad for you or white rice isn't that bad for you. But I'm going to tell you that eliminating a lot of these like more simple carbs in addition to like the junky foods is going to be another way where you're going to drastically reduce your calories you're taking in each day. And I can also tell you that if you eat a healthy meal of, let's just say like, I know it sounds really boring, but like chicken with brown rice and some veggies, you have like a healthy portion of that, it is going to fill you up significantly more than like having ice cream or cookies where you can sit there and eat a whole half gallon of ice cream and maybe you're not full still and you've now consumed 4,000 calories versus your chicken, brown rice, and veggies, which might be 500 calories. So you're literally reducing calories, being more full, and just putting yourself in a better environment to lose the weight you want to lose. And the idea of doing it for 30 days is really making the commitment to yourself. Because if you're able to go 30 days with this type of like diet and this type of like regime, I don't know what the fuck the word is. If you're able to go 30 days doing the stuff I tell you to do here, it's a lot easier to go 30 days after that. So to do 60 days and then 90 days and then 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. So this is kind of, like I said, a very good starting jumping off point is like getting all this shit in line first so you can continue losing weight down the road. But essentially speaking, this is a really good way to like jumpstart and really like kickstart weight loss for yourself for a longer period of time. But also 30 days sounds much easier than, like I said, 6 months to a year of like weight loss. So from there, another straightforward one that everyone will tell you, and I love seeing memes about this, but drink enough water. Now I'm not going to say you got to drink a gallon of water every day, but I will tell you that you need to drink enough water. The reason being is number one, you need to be hydrated, which is good for your body. Number two is it's going to keep you more full. So if you're drinking more water throughout the day, it is going to put you in a position where your stomach's more full. So again, when you're full, you're not going to be as tempted to go eat other shitty foods. And like I said, in addition to being hydrated is just very important for your overall body health. But again, if you're missing anything in your diet, whether it's nutrients, vitamins, water, stuff like that, it can make fat loss a little bit harder to obtain. So make sure you're drinking enough water. I would say, I don't know, probably a half gallon up to a gallon a day is going to be what you want to shoot for. I don't know how many glasses that is. You can Google it if you really want to know. From there, the next thing I would say is watch out for like sleeper or hidden calories. This is a really good one. So there's a lot of things that you might not realize that you're putting into your food that might be adding a lot of extra calories that you need to be cutting back and avoiding. So for example, ketchup is a really big one. I know everyone loves ketchup or mayo or croutons in your salad or dressing on your salad or other stuff like that that have a lot of calories in them because there's a lot of fat in there. Fat has a lot more calories than like protein or carbohydrates do. So you got to realize with those kind of things, you want to try and again eliminate them. So instead of putting on like a lot of salad dressing, you might go for more of like a balsamic vinaigrette instead of like a fatty ranch or something like that. So maybe you can't completely eliminate it because you know you wouldn't eat salad without some type of like dressing on there, which I understand. But trying to reduce the number of calories in there, you're possibly, like I said, eliminating like ketchup, mayo, other stuff that you're adding to your foods, your creamers in your coffee, trying to reduce that, maybe going for more of a stevia or like a sugar-free syrup or something along those lines, maybe even like using more milk versus like an actual creamer that's going to have more sugar in there. So really just trying to like reduce or eliminate as much as we possibly can, like mustard, hot sauce, even sometimes like soy sauces. Those are good ways to go as like alternatives because they're going to have less calories, less fat, and especially like I said, hot sauce and mustard, you're going to have like almost 0 calories in every one you choose. So I mean, there are going to be lower calorie. There's going to be like lower heat hot sauces. So if you don't like hot sauce, maybe find something a little bit like more mild so you can kind of like eke it out. But again, just another good easy tip to kind of like reduce calories. And again, the idea is we want to burn more calories than we're bringing in. So if we're able to slowly take these things off, we're going to be burning a lot more than what we're taking in. It's going to put us in a position where we're able to lose more fat in a quicker time frame. And again, we don't want to overdo it, which kind of leads into the next tip, which is don't undereat. Like, don't be the person who's like, I'm going to go on a lemon cayenne pepper cleanse or whatever the fuck those things are. Like lemon cayenne pepper maple syrup or something like that. Don't be that person. Don't undereat. Make sure that you're eating enough food throughout the day so that you're not like starving and dying and like passing out or your blood sugar is dropping. So eat enough meals throughout the day so that you feel okay or good. Don't feel terrible because at the end of the day, no weight loss is worth feeling like shit or dying or messing up your body because it's just not worth it at that point in time. So in addition to like eating enough, my other recommendation is like really knowing how many calories you need per day. And kind of like mapping that out and planning that out. You can literally go to Google and type in how many calories do I need per day and it'll ask you like how much activity are you doing, what your weight loss goal is, like your age, height, sex, all this kind of stuff. And it'll give you a pretty accurate amount of calories you need. And from there, you should really be tracking your calories. And again, you can Google what you're eating, you know, six ounces of chicken, and I'm eating a cup of brown rice, or I'm eating 6 ounces of potatoes, whatever the hell it is. You can really track it. I know it's a little bit of extra work, but again, if you have a general plan, so it's kind of like ties and marries two things together. Not only should you know your calories, but if you can kind of plan out your meals throughout the day or throughout the week, you can kind of marry these two ideas together. So like 2 tips in one. So if you know how many calories a day you should be eating, you can kind of plan out your meals for the week. And it might be as simple as making something healthy for breakfast, and you know your significant other or yourself are making something healthy for dinner, and you might be packing 2 or 3 meals, or maybe 2 meals and a snack, or 2 meals and a protein shake for work, so that you know roughly every day how many calories you're putting in your body, how many calories a day you're burning by walking and doing the rest of your daily activity, like your basal metabolic rate, like how much you're burning while you're doing nothing. So you have a general idea of like where you're sitting. Now, another tip that I didn't actually think of until just now, you ultimately want to make sure that you're in a calorie deficit, obviously, which is kind of like obvious from the first thing that I said, as far as like you need to burn more calories than you're putting in your body. But another way to do that is the same thing with the calorie counter, or like seeing how many calories a day you need. You can really track that. You want to make sure that you're going to be at least 500 calories per day below how much you're bringing into your body. If you want to do it more than that, if you want to lower it more, you can. A rough estimate is 500 calories less per day is going to lead to about a pound of body fat you're burning per week. So I mean, it's not going to get you right up to that 10 pounds mark, so you might want to lower it a little bit more, but 500 calories under what you're bringing in each day, or eating each day rather, is going to be a really good baseline starting point. Now from there, another like great tip that I'll give you is give yourself a goal. You want to make sure, like I said, obviously if your goal is I'm going to do 10 pounds in 30 days, you really want to like stick to that, have that in your mind. Let your friends, family, significant other, kids know that's what your goal is, so that not only that they can kind of keep you on track and like motivate you, but also support you. Because last thing you want to do is not tell your significant other, say like your wife, for example, and she's making all these bad foods like fried chicken and fried this and all these bad stuff, or she's ordering takeout. She doesn't know what you're doing, and you're setting yourself up to fail, because you're going to eventually fall victim to like, oh, well, there's Chinese takeout, I'm just going to eat it today. And you might fall off the horse and fall back into bad eating. So letting them know is going to help them support you, motivate you, and also make healthier choices around you. Just like someone who's trying to quit smoking, it's going to put people who maybe do smoke or who do eat shittier foods are going to do it maybe less around you, or maybe they're going to like try and be healthier with you, and you might get them to also follow along and try and lose weight with you. So it's kind of a win-win-win situation. So kind of a funny reference. It didn't make sense, but it does to me. From there, what I would say is tracking your progress every week. So I would say pick a day that you're typically off. So if you're off on Sundays, every week, I would say first thing in the morning, wake up, go pee, and then weigh yourself. Make sure you're weighing yourself in the same type of clothes. So if you like to wear nothing and you're in your birthday suit in the morning, or if you wear boxers or a bra and underwear, whatever it is, weigh yourself, same general time, same day, after you go pee, same general clothes, and that'll also help you track your progress. Because if you're sitting there and week 1, you're down 2 pounds, week 2, you're down 2 pounds, from there, down, then you're tracking your progress and you're making progress every single week. The thing you don't want to see is, week 1, you're down 2 pounds, and then week 2, you're up a pound over where you started. And you need to really track that progress and make sure that you're making consistent progress. And you might, within your first month, you really shouldn't have that much fluctuation. If you're hitting your calorie mark, you're burning more calories than you're putting in your body, you should be in a position where every week you're seeing the number go down. But the reason why you want to do it consistently is you want to make sure that you're not fluctuating what you're eating or what you're doing or the time, or maybe you ate breakfast and then you didn't weigh yourself, so now you got to factor all this other shit in. Just try and be as consistent as you can with that, because it will help track your progress a lot easier and really keep you motivated. Because when you see that number going down each week, it's going to keep you motivated to reaching your goal of whatever it is you want to do in that first initial 30 days. And obviously, if you hit your goal at the end of the 30 days, you're probably going to want to keep going because you're making consistent progress. Same thing. Keep tracking after that. Don't stop tracking. You can also take photos if you want to, but the scale is going to be the easiest way for most people to do it by themselves. From there, another little random tip is attempt to be more active throughout the day. So if you work in an office building, instead of taking the elevator, 5 times in a day, maybe you take the stairs for half of that. So you take the stairs down, elevator up, or you take stairs up, elevator down, whatever it is. Or maybe you're going to the grocery store and you park your car normally as close as you can to the door, because fuck walking into the grocery store, across the parking lot. But maybe now you park your car midway in the parking lot, number one, no one's going to ding your car, so that's great. And number two, you're going to burn a little more calories. So like just being more conscious of being more active, whether that means like maybe walking your dogs as well, whatever it is, just making small little choices are going to end up leading up, like culminating to you burning more calories each day throughout the day. So all these little decisions are going to come into play. Kind of like all the different things I said to kind of like cut out of your diet. All these little things that you do to burn more calories are going to like just kind of like lower this number, increase this number throughout the day. And that's the ultimate goal, to make sure that you're losing consistent weight from day to day, obviously, but more so week to week and throughout the entire month. So from there, the last one that I would give you is make sure that you're sleeping enough. I don't think people understand how much sleep really does play in to weight loss, because if you're someone who, number one, has having a lot of caffeine, possibly, maybe not, really doesn't matter. But if you're someone who's having a lot of caffeine and you're not sleeping a lot, you're really starting to tax your body. You're taxing your central nervous system. Even if you're not taking a lot of caffeine, even if you're just not sleeping, you're not putting your body in like a good position to be burning enough calories and like actually facilitating weight loss, because you got to rest and recover. So I would really recommend, obviously everyone's going to tell you, 6 to 8 hours of sleep is the numbers you want to be hitting. If you're not doing that, I'm telling you right now, your body's not burning calories. Your body's not like processing this fat, metabolizing it when you're awake. It's going to be doing a lot more of it when you're actually sleeping. So you got to make sure you're giving yourself enough time to sleep. You got to make sure you're giving yourself enough time to release the hormones you need to be releasing when you're sleeping to help facilitate fat loss even more. So again, 6 to 8 hours is really going to be critical. If you're not hitting that number, like again, you're just going to be putting more stress on your body because you're already losing weight. You're in a calorie deficit, so you're not setting yourself up to succeed. So make sure you're getting 6 to 8 hours of sleep. I could go into like a whole rant about this, but that's not what the video is about. It's supposed to be more of a holistic idea. But sleep is critical to weight loss and even weight gain as far as muscle gain. So kind of a random little thing right there. But that is what I have for God knows how many tips. Sounds like it was probably like 12 tips if I had to guess, somewhere in there, of how to lose 10 pounds in 30 days. Hopefully this information is helpful to you. If it is helpful to you, or you feel it would be helpful for somebody else that you know, I would ask you to please share it. The reason being is that the idea of this channel and all these videos is to help 100 million people. Trying to change their lives in little ways, big ways, whether it's something small like brightening their day, a big way like changing someone's life entirely, improving their relationships, maybe it kind of falls in the middle, maybe helping you with weight loss falls in the middle, whatever it looks like. The best way for, the Greater Than movement, myself, to help 100 million people, like the fastest way, is going to have people like sharing the content that's actually helpful, more people get in front of it. If you want to like and subscribe, that's awesome. I'm never going to say don't do that, because again, that's also going to help propel the channel, have more people see the videos, commenting, all that kind of stuff helps. But I don't like saying that because so many people on YouTube are like and subscribe, like and subscribe. And that shit drives me fucking insane. It's the same reason all these YouTube videos, I film them live on like Facebook and Twitch, and they go straight up as live. They don't get edited, because I hate when people edit their videos. Again, to me, it feels very disingenuous. I don't want to have to edit my stuff, cut stuff. I don't want to be reading a script off my computer, whatever it may be. I just want to be as genuine as possible. Help as many people as I possibly can in different ways of their life, whether they're, like I said, relationships, fitness, holistically, whatever that looks like. That's the name of the game, what we're trying to do. So again, for everyone watching live, thank you guys for watching. I do greatly appreciate it. I'm going to answer some live questions. If you want to ask any questions live, you are more than welcome. Facebook or Twitch TV, The Greater Than Movement. If you do want to ask them privately, you can DM me on any social media site. It may take me a couple days to get back to you, but I will get back to you with an answer. If it's a longer answer, it's going to take more time. I might ask you if I can do a video, because videos I can kind of like elaborate and go into like all my thoughts and processes and have more time to kind of like expand on the question that you asked. Just like the person that I'm friends with in real life who actually asked me this question recently. Again, the whole idea is helping people, and one of the best ways to do that is obviously answering as many questions as I can about whatever topic someone would like my insight on. So if you want to ask, please do, no matter what it's about. That's, like I said, the whole name of the game is what I'm trying to do. So for everyone watching, thank you. I'm going to answer some live questions now. So for all the YouTube friends out there, thank you guys for watching. I do really appreciate it. Again, I said thank you for watching like 15,000 times. But that's what I got. So again, guys, stay healthy, stay safe, and remember, above all, be greater than. Take care, guys. Have a good night. Bye.